our overall consistency of sustaining of 40 minutes has been, been an issue for us in multiple games. So, and certainly showed up again tonight.
No, God, please, no, 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 no!
Lamar Wilkerson on that alley-oop. What the hell is he thinking? What is that? How does that help you win? That was an awful pass in an awful situation for that pass. Just terrible.
Well, the Hoosiers get beat by Northwestern last night, and I got the receipts. We're going to talk about it all on this episode. Hillbilly Monkey, hit me with them horns.
Pretty simple. I win.
Hello, guys, and welcome to this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, Aaron, and we have a depressing episode today to talk about. We're going to talk about it all. How we lost to Northwestern. There are 3 plays in this game that I thought really defined the way that Indiana played in this game. We're going to look at how some of the defense was terrible and just everything, how it all came unraveled. And does Indiana have a chance to get into the tournament? Who knows? I mean, technically they're not out, but we'll talk about that as well. But thank you so much for being here. This is Indiana Sports Connection, where the most passionate fans come to talk about the games. Do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn that black subscribe button white and make my dreams come true. Toss this video into the algorithm by hitting that thumbs up button. It'll pump the video out to more Hoosier fans across the country and across the globe. And 10% of the AdSense revenue on this channel goes to T2T.org. Without further ado, let's get into talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. All right, Hillbilly Monkey, what did we see in this game? How did Indiana get beat by Northwestern? How have they not beat Northwestern since Trace Jackson Davis was a freshman?
These are the types of games that make people feel like we're in a washing machine.
Oh, man, there was another world-class ass-beating by the likes of the really, really intense, fearless Northwestern team that seems to beat our ass every time because we ain't tough.
Yeah, don't remind me. We are not tough. I think they try. But let's get first off, when Darian DeVries came in, one of the things that he really said he was going to drive home were rebounding and turnovers. Like, those are the main 2 things that he said from his own mouth that this is the most important thing. And this team just gets absolutely beat on the rebounding, and the defense was terrible in this game. In the second half, I really thought in the first half they were getting away with a lot of crap. There were plays in the first half to be had, and they let them get away. I just don't know what to think about this team. Like, they seem like when everything's going good and they're front running, they have the confidence, but they can't find their grit. They can't find their determination. And then they do stupid things at different points in the game. Like, one of the first plays of these 3 plays that I really thought, like, we're going to go to the drawing board here, because Hillbilly Monkey, pull up this play of Lamar Wilkerson right here. He's on West. West has been beating us the whole game. He just floats to him over in the corner and lets him take baseline and get a free run at a layup right here. And it's just unexcusable. Like, you have got to get your feet set. You got to get into position and play, and not let this guy go baseline right here. And then, whoop, he goes right baseline, gets right in for an easy 2 points. Like, that play right there just drove me up the wall. On this next play, Reed Bailey. This guy is out. He catches the ball. He's not a threat to shoot right there. You don't really have to leave your feet. You don't have to lunge. You don't have to do anything right here. You let this guy fake you out of your shoes, and then he goes right in for the 2 points. It is inexcusable on a play like this. What the hell is Lamar Wilkerson doing right here? There are 3 minutes left in the game right here. We're approaching. You have a great run with numbers coming down the court, and then you throw this lazy alley-oop up where the play was not there the entire time. Just absolutely, these plays just are the ones that lose you the game. I have one last play here. It is Tucker DeVries on this shot. You let them get a lot of second chance shots in this game, and this was one of them right here. Tucker DeVries, what are you doing? Like, you're holding your hand up in the air. Like, what are you posing? Like, look, everybody, I tried to block the shot right here, but I didn't block it, but I'm going to hold my pose here. Turn your ass around and block that guy out. He grabs the rebound. There's a scrum for it. Northwestern gets a possession right there. I mean, it is these plays that are just absolutely driving me mad when I watch this team. And it's like everyone will say, well, it come down to the foul on the last play. Like, they should never have been in that position. You play better defense. You get your head out of your ass and you play like you want to win the game in the second half of this game. You know, Connerway had one, throws the ball out of bounds. Then DeVries yanks him out of the game. I mean, what was that all about? Because, right, you know, that was a bad pass by Connerway. And as much as I hated that turnover, and we want to see, you know, guys get, have to have a consequence when they make a bad play like that. But he needed to come back in because we had nobody else that was able to drive the ball in this game at all. I mean, it's just clear that Indiana cannot, if they're not launching threes and making them, they can barely get the ball past the 3-point line in any aspect of the game. They just have no driving ability. And so, what is it? It's a bunch of mid-major guys out there that just are not able to get it done. You know, Lamar Wilkerson, we want him to be like the Michael Jordan on this team. He's just not. And I mean, Tucker DeVries is out of shape. Nick Dorn is not hitting shots. Trent Sicily is just non-existent. He put him back in this game for a minute, but I don't know if he heard the fans yelping about that Trent Sicily's not playing, but Sicily got in there for a minute. This is not going well for Indiana. I mean, our big guys are awful. I mean, Alexis in the first half had a lot of good runs to the rim, and Enright was getting the ball to him, and they were scoring at a pretty good clip in the first half. But once that turns off, their defense suffers. They don't do the little things well. Overall, I just think this team, they like to be in the lead. They like to be making their shots and everything's all hunky-dory. Everything's going great. But as soon as they face a little bit of adversity, even when they're at home, and that's the other thing, it's it was just an awful night to watch. There were probably about 10,000 fans there. I heard Don Fisher before the game say, one balcony was partially full or mostly full. But overall, it's we just are not the Indiana Hoosiers that we used to be in basketball. We have it in football, but we just are not the team that we used to be. And there are parts of this game I'm watching and I'm like, geez, we can't get a shot off. The shot clock's going down, down under 10 every time. I mean, and, DeVries, he did say, early on that he wanted to shoot the ball early in the shot clock. And I'm just sitting there thinking how is this going to be different than it's been the last 10 years? And it's just really hard to find a place where you can think it is going to be that much difference. Here's what DeVries had to say after the game about consistency and why they're not getting it done. Hillbilly Monkey, roll that clip.
I agree. I thought we had a good little stretch going. We got the lead built up to 11 there in the first half. And I thought we had some opportunities there to really press that thing open. And, a lot of times it's come down to, second chance opportunities, things like that. They get a, put back, maybe a couple empty possessions in there too. But, just our overall consistency of sustaining of 40 minutes has been, been an issue for us in multiple games. So, and certainly showed up again tonight.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, you got to play the game is 40 minutes. It's been that way for a while. There's nothing else to say. You got to play a complete game, and this team does not play a complete game. They just don't. I don't know what they do out there. They seem like good kids. They seem like they want to be determined. They seem like that, but overall, they just cannot really put it together. And most of the stuff I'm pointing out are not things that take a high level of talent to do. Tucker DeVries, turn around and block that guy out. Lamar Wilkerson, put your foot down and stop the guy from going baseline. And, Reed Bailey, don't leave your feet. Right there are just 3 possessions and points right there where that's the game. That's the game right there. Then he had this to say after the game about, what they got to do going forward. I mean, the season's not over yet. You still got some games left. So what are you going to do going forward? Hillbilly Monkey rolling.
Game on Sunday. And then, we got to come ready to go. And a very good Michigan State team. So we're going to have to, really look in the mirror a little bit and get some things figured out before we play again on Sunday.
But yeah, I mean, you're going to have to be ready for these big games too, because like it's just been reeling for a while now. I mean, you look at, I feel like people are giving them a free pass because they lost to Illinois. Then we get beat badly by Purdue. And then now we're here where you lose to Northwestern. And you just look at this team where Northwestern, you lose at Minnesota, you lose at USC, and you look at other teams around like UCLA. They're better coached than Indiana. I mean, the guys he has there, whether they have more experience or whatever, I mean, they're going to get in the tournament. And I mean, it's starting to feel like, those games that we won against UCLA, like in overtime, that those games were really more of us playing the best that we could and not like our ceiling. So, I mean, it is tough to watch this group. DeVries did not really adjust on Martinelli at all in the second half, and he just pretty much did put us in the meat grinder and did the same thing to us over and over again. And Hillbilly Monkey, roll that clip. Here's what DeVries had to say about Martinelli and why he beat us and why didn't he stop him.
It was really just us not being able to contain Martinelli was the biggest piece. That was not getting stops. There's some offensive rebounds in there as well. Some big possessions where we didn't come up with some of those loose balls. And then offensively, we just couldn't get anything going. Like we went, we were over there for forever, and allowed them to stay in the game, and now all of a sudden, now you got to make some plays, and we just weren't able to make the ones we needed to.
Yeah, they sure were not able to make the ones they needed to. I mean, tell me what you think in the comments down below. It was a rough game to watch. I mean, there were bright spots in the first half, but those all get washed away when it goes down the way it goes down. And it's just hard to know, like, where does this team go from here? I mean, do they have a chance to make a run in the Big Ten tournament? Do they have a chance to, win out and get into the tournament? I really don't think so. They're just not a tournament team. We will see. But, I mean, what our eyes have told us during these games is that this team is just not equipped to get it done. And yeah, we're just still waiting for that to happen. And it's been a decade. Come on, Hillbilly Monkey, what did you think about it?
Carved from the sands of the Wabash River and formed into a monkey land that's sold at Home Goods. It's the Hillbilly Monkey Perspective on Indiana Sports Connection.
Well, I mean, there are times this team, they refuse to do the little things right. Sometimes, like in the first half when things were going well, they just got their head way so far up their ass because they were making some shots. And okay, well, things are going good for a little bit there, and then all of a sudden them shots stop going down, and then your head is firmly up your ass in a way that I don't think that maybe they didn't know how to pull it out after it got firmly placed right up their own anus.
Yeah, well said. I mean, I don't know how many times I said during this game while it was on, you cannot lose to Northwestern, or this is exactly how you lose games like this, is by letting these little things go. And it started in the first half. And I went back and watched, and I was thinking that the last 10 minutes of the first half, they just were not playing good defense. And then that just kind of just let that snowball as the game goes on. Is DeVries on the hot seat? Is he on? Look, the fans are losing faith in DeVries by the day. I mean, because he brought these guys in. You look around, and Dusty May in Michigan is like number one. So I don't think he's on the hot seat, but his seat is getting warmer by the second, especially when you lose to Northwestern. And I know he wasn't there for all these other prior Northwestern losses, but it does not matter. We need coaches to come in and be able to put it together and know that the next game is going to be 40 minutes long. Right there, from beginning to end, it's going to be 40 minutes. So you better get your heads out of your asses for this next game, or else it's going to be a long last 4 games and losing these games in Assembly Hall. Tell me what you thought about the game. I mean, I know there was more to cover, but it was just a very frustrating set of affairs. We got way out rebounded in this game. They killed us on the boards and on the offensive boards. We don't even need to go over those stats, but it was dismal. Take a look for them yourself. But thank you so much for being here, part of this Indiana Sports Connection video. Until next time, stay classy out there, Hoosier fans.